bold culinary experiment begins on the black sand beach today. The presenter, an avid survivalist, seeks to test the thermal limits of a thick green rind inspired by an obscure Asian technique of roasting poultry. This is not merely a casual cooking attempt, but a rigorous thermal experiment to determine if the fruit can function as a natural oven. Thus, a massive beach fire is meticulously planned to transform this simple melon into a makeshift cooking vessel for the ultimate wilderness test. An unexpected hurdle halts preparations on the sun-baked shore. The presenter realizes the lighter was left behind, forcing reliance on primitive skills. A bow drill must be built from scratch using natural materials to generate friction for ignition. This ancient method remains the most effective solution when modern tools fail in the wilderness. The search for combustible materials leads deep into the dense jungle edge where resources are scarce. Discovering a pile of damp coconut husks, the presenter tears them apart to expose the fibrous interior for immediate drying under the sun. Left under the blazing heat, these fibers will quickly become crucial tinder for the impending fire. Meanwhile, the relentless hunt for a sturdy spindle and a flexible bow continues along the debris-strewn shoreline. Scavenging through the beach debris yields an unexpected abundance of synthetic materials. A blue nylon string and a thick gray rope are salvaged from the waste, providing the necessary tensile strength for the drill mechanism. Finding a perfectly straight piece of wood for the spindle proves far more challenging than anticipated, requiring significant patience and careful observation. Yet, with the curved bow and baseboard finally ready, the fundamental components of the friction fire kit are fully assembled and prepared for use. I don't actually tie knots in this when I do it. 3 laps around the wood. On the 4th wrap around, lift up that you're gonna drop this. Drop this little fella. Like this. Now we're looking like a bow tension ready set. And there we go. That. I'm gonna start speeding beautifully. Like this. All right. 2 more steps that we need to make. The final puzzle pieces are scavenged from the remnants of an old campfire. High-quality charcoal is collected to act as an abrasive, while a specific coastal flower provides a natural lubricant. Rubbing the blossom releases a viscous sap that significantly reduces the rotational resistance at the top bearing. This ingenious botanical addition ensures the spindle spins freely without generating excess heat at the pivot point. The vibrant purple petals are crushed into the hole, and the axle tip is inserted to stir, allowing the sticky fluid to coat the surfaces. Charcoal powder is carefully dusted into the notch to accelerate the ignition process. The presenter adopts a firm stance, pressing the baseboard firmly against the ground while pulling the bow with relentless physical speed. The friction builds rapidly, generating intense heat within the wooden groove. Suddenly, the nylon rope snaps under the immense tension, abruptly ending the first attempt and forcing a hasty recalibration. The unexpected breakage serves as a stark reminder that even minor material failures can derail the entire operation. A dry replacement rope is quickly secured to resume the grueling physical exertion. The bow moves in a rapid rhythm, driving the spindle against the baseboard until a faint wisp of smoke emerges. However, the relentless friction proves too destructive for the soft wood. The baseboard burns completely through, revealing that the materials could not withstand the extreme mechanical stress. The harsh reality of primitive fire-making sets, and after 40 minutes of exhausting labor, the coarse coconut fibers are deemed entirely unsuitable for catching and holding a fragile ember. Shaking the plastic bag yields a fine golden dust that settles at the bottom. This ultrafine powder becomes the last hope for creating a viable tinder bundle to capture the elusive spark. With only 1 or 2 attempts remaining, the method may soon be abandoned for an alternative approach. This has got to work this time, man. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, that's smoking. Is that smoke? Come on, come on, come on, go. It's going. Come on. Look at this. Oh man, a sturdy metal frame is positioned securely over the glowing embers. To support the cooking vessel, a hollow bamboo tube is angled into the sand, channeling the coastal breeze directly into the heart of the fire. This ingenious ventilation system transforms the gentle wind into a powerful draft. The charcoal burns with the intensity of a miniature turbine, providing a steady and robust heat source. The critical moment of transformation arrives as the watermelon is prepared for its new purpose. With deliberate care, a precise circular incision is made at the top to create a perfectly fitting lid. The interior is then meticulously hollowed out, removing the red flesh to form a thick natural cavity. This hollowed fruit will now serve as an organic cooking pot, designed to seal in moisture and heat during the cooking process. The presenter demonstrates how the lid fits snugly, ensuring that the vessel remains sealed and fully ready for immediate use. The makeshift pot is carefully lowered onto the metal grate, marking the true test of this unconventional method. The last reserves of drinking water are poured into the cavity, leaving the presenter completely dehydrated in the sweltering heat. With the cooking process initiated, an urgent mission to harvest fresh coconuts becomes the immediate priority. To ensure survival and hydration in this harsh and unforgiving environment, time is ticking as the water inside the melon approaches its boiling point. The presenter calculates the remaining window before the fruit collapses under the intense thermal stress, spotting a cluster of green coconuts high in the canopy. A heavy object is hurled upward with all available force. The projectile misses the target entirely, crashing through the leaves and highlighting the extreme difficulty of foraging. A sudden rustling in the dense pandanus reveals a local. The presenter halts, offering a hasty apology for the near miss. This unexpected encounter underscores hidden human life in the wild. A long bamboo pole is thrust upward to dislodge the stubborn fruit from the high canopy. The coconut finally crashes to the ground with a heavy thud. However, the triumph is short-lived upon inspecting the damaged shell. The harvested nut is dried and largely empty, offering little relief for the growing thirst. Despite this disappointment, he decides to open it just in case. Then his attention shifts back to the fire to carefully check the progress of the boiling water. Here we go. Moment of truth. Is it hot? Oh my God, it's steaming, dude. And he said his steam coming out. No way it's actually working. Bubbles. I'm gonna bang the noodles in there. Oh man, this is so sick. Check this out. We'll get the noodles in there. Premium honeycomb grouper fillings are introduced into the bubbling melon broth to complete the meal. The thick pieces of fish are submerged entirely, ensuring they cook evenly in the concentrated heat. As the flesh turns opaque and white, the lid is securely replaced to trap the steam inside. The final stage of this wilderness feast is now underway, sealing the rich flavors within the natural pot. The host drinks the fresh coconut water, finding brief relief from the exhausting heat. He then selects a straight branch and carefully carves it into makeshift chopsticks to safely handle the hot food from the pot. Johnson is about to take the food off. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's starting to leak out. The water's leaking out. You're kidding. Don't drop. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. Don't drop, don't drop. I can put it in it. Oh? Oh my God, have a look at this. Unbelievable, man. Are you guys ready? No way. It's cooked. The first bite confirms the melon poached fish absorbed no vegetal flavors from the thick rind. The honeycomb grouper proves exceptionally tender, validating the entire grueling physical process undertaken in the wild. This unconventional cooking method successfully transforms raw wilderness ingredients into a refined culinary triumph. Success sparks a desire to explore bizarre culinary techniques. The presenter invites submissions of unconventional survival cooking methods. A gesture of solidarity shares resilience for the pandemic, concluding on unity and ingenuity.